And, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Bake Off episode. I don't see where we can go from here, in all honesty.
We'll find something, I hope.
But I'm hoping we don't, because of my face hurts and I've got a stick.
Hello, everyone. We have some sad news to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
If you listened to last episode, you may recall Grace saying that she may have to eat 2 whole cakes, and there was a chance she wouldn't make it.
What do you mean 2 whole cakes? It was just 1 chocolate one.
2 whole cakes, and that's what would have killed her.
What?
And
I'm
I'm
not
sad
dead.
to say.
I don't know,
So
Jim.
we're going to be putting out a casting audition.
What?
To
What the
replace
fuck?
Grace,
I'm not dead.
And I'm hoping
Oi!
we
my
can find
microphone
someone
on?
who at least sounds like her, so then no one's really going to notice the transition.
What
So,
the...
if you're deadpan and grumpy, please write in to the fanshippingforecast@gmail.com.
Oh, what the fuck?
In the meantime, Nick, do you have anything you want to say about her?
Oh, it's sad. I don't know, Jim. I mean, I'm thinking of maybe packing this whole thing in. I mean, you'll never replace Grace. There's just sometimes,
right.
Sometimes when I listen hard, I can still hear her voice.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I've been feeling that too.
Nope, sorry. Couldn't keep a straight face.
Fuck's sake.
That's
Oh, man. Yeah, so Grace isn't dead.
I just wanted to say, though,
no
the chocolate
shit.
cake is no joke.
No.
No, it's not.
Always
No,
be
it wasn't
prepared.
a joke. Yes.
And it is for men.
No, what are you on about? Besides,
The reason you're eating it is because your boss said chocolate cake is for girls.
yeah,
So I'm saying it is for men. Like, men
But I
can
ate
have it
it.
too.
it was eaten.
I know you ate it too, but I'm saying that's not because of your gender that you ate it.
No matter what age, sex, or race you are,
Yeah.
enjoy chocolate cake.
Oh, I
Just
must
because
have
you are a
misheard you.
strong, independent woman, that doesn't mean that's the reason you ate the cake.
It's just that now she's a strong, independent woman who don't need no cake.
The reason I ate the cake is because I'm petty.
Ah.
And as we all know, petty has no confinement.
Yes.
It probably helped that you like cake as well, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Honestly, next time it happens, just give me a call because I will wander in, smash in both the cakes in like 15 minutes, and then just wander out like John Wayne.
You didn't see this cake, did you, Nick? It was 8 inches high, and it was chocolate fudge. It had 3 sponges in it.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Am I allowed to bring cream?
It's being eaten. Like, it's not there anymore.
It might happen
And-
again.
I
You-
meant
you
for
wouldn't-
next time.
You wouldn't have room for the fucking cream.
No, the cream helps, you see. It lubricates everything.
You'd have to be eating and shitting at the same time to finish that cake. And your stomach would still protest.
And you see a problem with this?
Hygiene, for 1. Social standing, 2.
Social standing.
You know, after all this conversation, I kind of feel like today should be the Bake Off episode.
Ooh, I'd like a Bake Off episode.
Do you want to do that instead?
I mean, I can do, but look, it depends how much we want to catch this Cruella wave.
But
Or
we don't have to massively catch it. Do you guys want to describe the Bake Off to anyone not familiar with the Bake Off?
Okay. So, bunch of old people judge some cakes that lots of amateurs make. Well, home amateurs, like professional amateurs. People who like to make cakes at home come in, make some cakes, and they eat them and go, yes, that was very nice, or oh, that was a bit crusty, or, oh, it's not moist enough. That sort of shit.
Yeah,
And,
it's...
one of them wins right at the end, but they get struck off as the
And for
competition
some
goes along.
reason, it's quite popular as an AU. We've been discovering, sort of, in our travels. Like when
Yeah.
we covered James Bond, there were a few Bake Off AUs for that. Sherlock had some. Maybe it's a British thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. Is the Bake Off? It's like one of Gordon Ramsay's TV shows, but it's really nice. Like people are really nice to each other, you know.
Yeah, it's wholesome, but they have cheeky little innuendos in there. And then you've got pretty much a DILF testing the bread out. And it's just like, go on, Paul Hollywood, take another bite, you fucking sexy old man. And it's like, okay, I need to turn this off now.
So Grace has revealed something about herself today.
Actually, I'm quoting someone else.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can believe that. But I'll tell you what, any budding artists
half
out there, the first person to draw Paul Hollywood as a merman gets a fucking tenner.
Yep.
Oh my god,
I'll
no, I
double
don't. No.
Send it in to the fanshippingforecast@gmail.com.
Yes, and
We
give us
will
your
judge
PayPal
them,
address.
and the best one goes on our Tumblr and gets 20 quid.
Yes, definitely.
Shut up. You can't afford 20
I
quid.
can.
He doesn't need to. I'm putting in a tenner.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
fuck's sake.
So,
Either way.
before we jump in, are there any predictions of people we'll see in the Bake Off dimension? Oh, we should probably explain characters first, shouldn't we? The major players in the Bake Off.
Yes.
Okay.
So you've alluded to Paul Hollywood,
Yeah.
who you've described as an absolute dilf.
Yep.
Who else do we have?
It's
Mary Berry.
he's widely recognised as a silver fox.
Okay.
And God only knows why, because
I
he's
can
not
kind
really
of
my
see
type.
it, to be honest, now I've googled Paul Hollywood.
Yeah. Sort of. I mean, I sort of couldn't see it, but then, like,
He's
you know.
he's a conventionally attractive middle-aged man with silver hair. That's all you really need, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be considered a silver fox.
I kind of think that his manner sort of helps as well. He's sort of, you know.
Gentle
Does he
but
have like
firm.
a smooth voice?
Yeah, stoic.
He does.
He's stoic and gentle, and he's got a smooth voice, and, you know, that sort of thing.
Okay. I get
He's
you.
got very piercing blue eyes.
Yeah, that helps as well, I suppose.
What am I on about? What are we talking
This is
about?
the episode where we send on Paul Hollywood.
Eyes that Grace has spent several minutes and hours and days looking deeply into
They kind of frighten me.
as he crushes another young baker's dream once
wow.
again.
I can't cook for shit, so I'll never get
Do you
on there.
guys know how old Mary Berry is?
Isn't she like
Yeah,
80
hey, they've
odd?
replaced Mary
She
Berry.
is 86.
Wow.
She's no longer doing it. It's Prue something or other
Oh.
now.
Sue?
Prue.
Oh, I was going to say Sue Perkins, I think, is involved.
Yeah, Sue
she's quit
Perkins
as
is one of
well.
one of the hosts. Noel Fielding was in there as well.
She was.
Yes.
Yeah, they've gone through a lot. I think it's who's it? Matt something. He's bald.
Oh, Matt Lucas.
Matt Lucas, yes, Matt
Yeah.
Lucas is in there as well.
Fantastic. I
Yeah.
like Matt Lucas. So, Matt Lucas has hosted Is Mel as well? I always associate Sue with Mel.
Yeah, I think she was in there.
Yeah, she's in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she is.
she was like another sort of co-host. The people who say,
Yeah.
"On your marks, get set, bake."
How do we not remember this? Because we have covered a Bake Off fic with Sue and Mel looking up
Yes,
recordings
yeah.
of,
We did,
of a very
yes.
suspicious Bake Off episode
Yeah.
with
This is the second
with
Bake Off
Bond
episode
and
we've done.
Trevelyan.
Yeah,
Yeah. Since this is the shipping forecast, I suspect we'll see a lot of Sue and Mel together.
yeah, probably.
I think it's going to be characters from fandoms in the Bake Off universe.
Yes.
Yeah, I reckon
Far more
so.
prolifically. Because who doesn't want to see their favourite characters from a show randomly, regardless of what it is, whether it's Lord of the
Randomly
Rings
having
or
sex
Fast
with
and
Paul
Furious?
Hollywood.
No,
Oh.
making cakes in the fucking Bake Off.
Yeah,
It'd be great.
that is true.
Like, Gandalf, you might be very wise, but that fudge fondant is looking absolutely dead.
A wizard's oven is never late, nor is it early. It opens precisely when it means to.
Well, that's all right for you,
Oh.
Gandalf, but you've only got 5 minutes left.
You need to light the oven. If it's never lit, it doesn't work.
A wizard's oven is never lit, nor is it early. No, I was going to say, you know when when you're testing a cake, you have to put a little skewer into it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't
Just
have
thinking
to.
of Gandalf just going, "You shall not pass," just shoving it into the
Oh,
cake.
God.
Like, this is good.
Oh, it did pass. That's
This
awkward.
did pass.
So you don't need to put thermal couples into a cake
On
because it won't kill you unless it's like a steak.
it's still something people do.
No, they do it to check the consistency, don't they?
Yeah.
Not necessarily the temperature.
Well, it doesn't have to be thermal couples. It can just be a knife.
Yeah, I was saying people just stick a skewer in, usually.
Like a kebab skewer or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought you were specifically alluding to...
I have, I failed cooking. I got an E on GCSEs, and I still know this.
Dude.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is also coming from somebody who's lived out of tins and on ready meals ever since they moved out of home.
Yeah.
Like 3 years ago.
I'd also like to
Are we
add...
talking about you or James?
Me.
Ah,
Both
right,
of us.
'cause James ain't that different.
Both
Hey.
of us.
I actually cook.
Hey,
I actually know how to make food, despite being bad at it. So there.
so we have the opposite problem. I don't know how to make food. I am good at it.
What?
But I don't follow recipes. I go mad science when I bake cakes.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right.
And that's why I failed cooking, but made consistently delicious cakes.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to be making cakes and cooking,
No.
were you? You were supposed to be making food you can eat day to
Yeah.
day, and you just made cakes.
And I argued that I can eat cake day to day.
So, alright.
And
So
my
he
teacher
does.
called me Mary Antoinette ever since.
Yeah, suits you.
Alright then, children. Let's see the lamb casseroles you're supposed to be baking. James, have you made another Victoria sponge cake?
That's a chocolate cake.
How did you get that from lamb casserole ingredients?
I'm a wizard.
Oh, God.
There is a fic we have to start with, because full disclosure, the fic that inspired me and Grace to get in touch with you, Nick, and start this podcast was a Bake Off fic.
You've told me about this.
I have.
Yeah, I
might have done.
I haven't looked it up yet. So for
Okay, I will post it.
yeah, post it for everybody listening here. This is Genesis. This is the fic
Yeah.
that spawned the idea of the shipping forecast, and I'm
Yeah.
about to read it for the first time.
So this is Fuck My Ass Paul Hollywood by Midgardian Leviosa. This is a low-key Tony Stark and low-key Paul Hollywood fic.
I see.
Don't ask why we were looking this up.
Yeah, don't ask that.
Why were you looking this up?
What did I literally just tell you not to do? What did I just tell you not to do? What did I just tell you not to do?
It's
Exactly.
3,000 words long, and Loki likes the Great British Bake Off a little too much. Tony indulges him with a roleplay. No actual baked goods were harmed in the making of this fic, but boy oh boy, do our boys ruin some baked goods within this fic.
Oh,
I do have a question. Why were we? Why were we on this actually?
I can't remember.
I mean, I'm telling Nick to shut up, but now I'm actually worried. Like, why the fuck were we looking this up and how? What?
I'd like to know this as well.
Because I don't know. I can't remember.
No, I can't remember. But I'm glad we did, because it spawned this show.
Right, so anybody who wants to write a fanfic about why Jim and Grace were looking up Fuck My Ass Paul Hollywood, then have at it.
No.
There's a tenner in it for you.
Stop bribing our listeners.
Well, we're not going to get listeners any other way, are we? Everything we do for this customer
But they have
feedback
to
you want
listen
so much,
to
we never
hear
make-
the thing, so this won't generate new listeners.
It'll generate.
Yeah,
debt.
it'll generate my subsequent debt and bankruptcy.
So there's a chance we'll cover this as like a full thing, but there's a couple of lines I do want to read
Yes, go for it.
as soon as I find them.
Just wanted to read out the notes. I blame Discord. I mentioned what if Tony and Loki were all cute and domestic and I like Bake Off, and then somebody else was like, what if they fucked while watching Bake Off? Someone was like, oh, don't ruin Bake Off for me, but all I heard was ruin Bake Off for me. So here you go, world. Loki and Paul Hollywood.
Amazing.
And thanks to Taffy for beating and helping with the food puns.
Food puns.
There's puns. There are food
Fucking
puns.
hit me with it.
I don't think so, my little bake slut. You have a job to do. There's a recipe for cupcakes on the counter. See it? You have 1 hour to make 12 perfectly formed matching cupcakes using the ingredients at your station. Are you ready? Loki nodded, smiling lecherously. Yes, Paul, I'm ready for anything you give me. His boyfriend smiled. Good. Ready, set, bake.
What the fuck?
Loki paused. Should I actually bake these? Strong arms encircled him from behind, and Paul's breath was hot in his ear. Did I stutter? No, sir, I'll begin. He bent over the recipe, muscular ass on display, and got started.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's so funny. Did I stutter?
Did I
Oh,
stutter?
God. Oh god. It's foreplay, but I am actually going to have to make a fucking cake.
Oh, and then ruin them later by the sounds of things.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think I might be charitable today. Maybe I'll help you make some of that icing before the timer runs out in 5 minutes. What do you think?
Oh
You
no.
definitely need the help. Loki shuddered, mouth gaping, too aroused to think. Paul's hands kneading Loki's buttocks made it clear what sort of help he was thinking of. Yes, thank you.
Helping him make some bread as well.
Good. Bend over the counter. I'm gonna fuck you in the ass and make you come all over those cupcakes.
Oh,
God.
dear.
Loki moaned and obeyed.
Oh.
He could hear the sound of a zipper.
Oh no.
Then Paul
Oh,
was
God.
on him, rubbing the slick head around Loki's entrance. Beg. Pardon? Beg me to fuck you. Beg me to fuck you. I know you want this thick British sausage in your tight little ass. Beg for it. Tony felt ridiculous, but he had an inkling that terrible food puns would turn Loki on, so he was testing the waters. Loki moaned, confirming Tony's belief. Please, Paul Hollywood, please fuck my ass. The head of Paul's cough
for
dipped
God's
in just
sake.
enough to make Loki tense up. This is art.
I need you to fuck out all my icing. Please, Paul, please.
And just below that, oh God, fuck my ass, Paul Hollywood. I'm your slutty little cannoli.
Oh, I love this. Tony grimaced and willed himself to stay hard. This was going to be a trial. If he managed to get through this scene without bursting out laughing at the baking-related filth falling from Loki's lips, he would deserve a Boyfriend of the Year award.
Fill me up like a slutty eclair. And it was too late.
Oh, for God's sake.
Ow, ow, ow.
So I have one here called The Great British Baking Show with Shapeshifters.
Okay.
In a
Okay.
later season, the producers decide to spice up the show by bringing in contestants who are all shapeshifters. This is by Razi, I forgot to say. Most of the werewolves went out in the first weeks, and the Selkie had real problems with sharp objects.
Alright.
So it sounds like they just had lots of different kinds of shapeshifters involved.
Okay.
Maria was definitely... Oh,
Sounds
sorry,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was just looking
my
for
bad. I got distracted by trying to figure out what was going on.
The Great British Baking
Paul's
Show.
a silver fox for a reason.
Oh,
Oh no, the
I
kitsune.
think so.
shape-shifting and baking. In a later season, the producers decided to spice up the show by bringing in contestants who were all shapeshifters. Does that give you an advantage?
Probably.
What, baking? I mean, if you're an octopus, you could whisk
Yeah.
lots of things. Maybe.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But if you could breathe fire, you could do some really nice
Yeah.
creme
Yeah.
brulees.
Yeah, Dragonfire creme brulee. Yeah, okay.
Hey James, 29th
Yeah.
of May. Meat
Meat
Week,
Week.
the Wait Night, and it's a Great British Bake Off with the Magnus
Oh,
Archives. You'll
yeah,
be
link
pleased to
that.
know. The Halloween special Meat Week. Hang on. Carry on chatting amongst
Oh, right,
yourselves while I
okay.
post it.
Okay.
I was kind of waiting for that.
Yeah, so...
I haven't actually started reading it or anything. I just saw
Yeah.
Magnus Archives. Oh, James would like that.
You've just posted the word Meat Week, right?
Sake! I know. I was like, oh, I clicked the wrong thing.
Fucking oh dear. So for the listeners' benefit, while Grace
Grace
has
is
been
so bad at computers.
yeah, while
Stop-
Grace has been
stop
sort of trying to
projecting.
post that link, we've just got like a message just saying Meat Week over Discord.
I found it just in time for Grace to post the actual link.
Here we go, Meat Week.
So,
Yeah,
this is
so
Meat
shut
Week
up.
by The Right Knight. Right with a W.
The
like
White Knight.
Like the ghost? It's a type of ghost, isn't
Oh,
That would be a white, not a right. So yeah,
Yeah.
the White Knight, the
part
Ghost Knight.
25
that's
of
what I meant.
ridiculous crossovers nobody asked for. Excellent.
it? Yeah, a white is an undead being, according to my monster manual.
Part 25 of ridiculous crossovers nobody asked for.
So this is the Magnus Archives, a
Thank
horror
you.
series that I'm yet to finish. And the Bake Off.
Oh, okie doke. I've noticed two of the additional tags. In fact, one of them is meat horror,
Yeah.
and the other one is that really beef? I'm
Is that
guessing it's
That really
sort of-
beef?
It's part of episode 34 of the Magnus Archives, the anatomy lesson,
right. Okay,
which is one of my favourite ones.
I'm guessing it involves cannibalism.
No,
Oh,
I don't think so. It's a statement from Magnus Archives, brief TLDR. It's an anthology kind of thing where this one guy reads statements of people who've had spooky encounters,
okay.
and anatomy lesson, sort of like the Twilight Zones kind of format.
Yeah.
Anatomy lesson it was a teacher, if I remember rightly, and his students kept asking weird questions about anatomy, like things that humans would know,
Right. Okay.
and it was just kind of spooky. And then they sent him an apple that was full of human teeth.
This sounds quite interesting.
It's a really good show,
Yeah. This sound. Oh, it's a podcast. Oh, right. Okay.
right? That's enough shameless plugging of rival podcasts. Not really rivals, we're much smaller, but
Yes, we are much smaller. We are not worthy.
yeah.
Please don't sue.
Whose tongues are those? Calves. They look a bit small. I doubt the Magnus Archives will sue us. I hope.
Okay, so here we are.
Yeah, it looks like this is the students from that episode.
Right.
taking part in the Bake Off.
Yeah, they are. John Doe's in there and everything. So they've all got names of people with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the kids took the name. You know that it's the names that coroners use if they don't have a name, just in different countries.
Oh, I see.
Like,
Yeah, or if someone's
Oh,
lost their
yeah.
memory, by the way, not just
so
if
John
they've
Doe is
died.
the one in English countries. Pavel Petrov, presumably somewhere in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, that's the one I recognise, John Doe. So yeah.
So yeah, right. I think that's enough simping on the Magnus Archives.
You said that like 5 minutes ago.
I know, right? I'm struggling.
Ooh. By the looks of
Okay.
things, this fic, they're all cooking sort of anatomy-related dishes, which are real things,
I
apparently.
imagine so.
Mm-hmm.
But where did they get the meat?
Yes. Is it really beef? Dun
Yeah.
dun dun.
Don't ask the questions you don't want answers to. So, what do you think Glam RFP is?
Glam real person fix. Glam.
Yeah.
Are they on about like I don't know the
Glam rock.
not glam
That's what I
rock.
was thinking.
No, not
I
glam.
don't think it is.
Glamour models, you know, like Katie Price and stuff like that. Page 3 girls, that sort of thing.
It's not that. I
Oh.
can guarantee it's not that.
Okie doke. What is it?
I think it's something to do with American Idol.
Ah, that's why we don't understand it then. Because I don't know about you,
Yeah.
but I've never seen an episode of American Idol.
No.
Absolutely not.
So, for listeners at home who are unsure where we're from, the answer is not America.
Well,
don't know what gave it away.
yeah, there is that, but I prefer actual TV shows where you have to employ a team of writers.
Oh, Nick, we're covering the Bake Off today. Like,
Well, yes, I know, but it doesn't mean I like the Bake Off.
I love the Bake. It's a British tradition. You're not allowed to say that. The Queen will come over and feed you to her geese.
Swans.
Sorry.
The next
That's even
episode.
worse.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, the next episode I'll be broadcasting from the Tower of London then. So, I'll tell you what I did find.
Yeah.
I found this, which is apparently
No.
Formula One real person.
Oh.
The Great Not Just British Drivers Bake Off by somebody called Simply Verstappen.
It's
Oh, my Lord.
22,000 words.
Yes.
Blimey.
22,000 words of the current F1 drivers doing a bake-off series.
These guys having a fighter pilot mentality, and that's what separates them from mere mortals. That is written right, I just flipped that.
Yeah.
These guys have an almost fighter pilot mentality, and that's what separates them from mere mortals. They're used to working under pressure. We can expect great things from them. Baking.
Bloody
Seb,
hell.
I am having a breakdown. The sugar is not melting. That from one of the tags, I can work out that that's Kimi Räikkönen and Sebastian Vettel.
So, I know nothing about F1.
How?
I'd also like to say, so this fic is 22,000 words.
Yes.
It is one of two works in
F1 Goes
F1
Bake
Goes
Off.
to Bake Off.
Yep.
There's a third one, there's a second one, sorry, that is also 11,000 words.
Yeah, the Great Not Just British Drivers Christmas Bake Off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I mean, yes, some of the...
I don't think we can do this justice, because I don't know anything about F1.
Absolutely not. And I must confess, I know basically who the drivers are, but I don't watch it because it doesn't interest me.
Fair play. I found a Bangtan Boys one.
Of course you did. So I do have a
yeah,
colleague at work
stamp.
who's really into F1. I will
Send it
this
to
to
them.
her and
Yes,
see what she thinks, and then I'll report back.
that's it. She has 2 weeks to read 22,000 words.
She can be our first special guest
Well,
on the show.
33,000 words, in fact.
Yeah. So, there is one thing I'd like to talk about very quickly.
Okay.
This is the Great British Honk Off.
I
Mary Berry and her partner judge the newest batch of bakes.
It's our boy.
I think I know what this is.
Additional tags include
Oh.
bakes, character replaced by a goose and no one notices, pure spite, and just
Oh
shenanigans.
my god.
I have to know. Okay, this is the only fic with the tag character replaced by a goose and no one notices.
It is part of a collection, though, which is
Yes.
Excellent.
I
Untitled
love that
Goose
name.
Exchange 2, Two Goose, Two Furious.
Yeah. I really like. We may just have to read everything in this collection at some. Oh, it's all podfics, I think.
Two
There's a
Goose,
lot of
Two
podfics.
Furious.
We can't read those.
To do Save the World.
Brief tangent. There's a Holby City one in here.
Holby City?
Holby City Untitled Goose Game.
That's a little bit... I mean, you
That's the
can't
most
have
British.
that.
There's two.
That's
There's two
That's
Holby City
creative.
Untitled Goose Game fics.
You can't have that.
Written by two different people.
Holby... s-
I raise you another Untitled
Oh,
Goose
shit.
Game with the Great British Bake
It's
Off
Holby
fic.
City.
To do intent.
Hijinks, shenanigans, slapstick, Mrs. Claus challenge apparently. Anarchy, bad puns, crack treated seriously.
Lost episode.
Yeah. It's the lost episode. And right underneath that is the Great British Honk Off.
Yes, here we
I
go.
found. The Great British Break Off, Christian Bible, Old
What?
Testament.
What?
I don't want to bring the Bible
I-
into this, but what on earth?
I want to see
And-
that.
Yeah, but then I've just seen osmosis. What does osmosis fic
You're
mean?
gonna have to link it so we can figure out. I know what osmosis means and I know what a fic is, but
Yeah, I want to see this.
Yeah, I know.
before we do, I just want to talk about the objectives that Goose has in to do intent.
Okay.
So there's make someone get a soggy bottom. Make a terrible pun.
Yeah.
Make Mel and Sue kiss.
Okay.
Get a handshake from the silverback gorilla.
I can only assume that's Paul Hollywood.
Must be.
Oh my god.
Win a technical challenge. Wear a fancy apron. Get the bread. Steal the posh car. be absolutely scrummy and stop the show.
Excellent. I hope
Yeah.
he conquers it entirely.
And skimming through the fic as they go on, those start to get scrubbed out, like with a line through them.
Oh, that's amazing. How long is this?
Oh,
Hang
I
on.
have to read this line. The goose seized the opportunity and barreled into the stool. Gravity thereafter worked its lesbo-erotic magic. Make Mel and Sue
Oh, for
kiss
fuck's sake.
is struck out.
Amazing.
Well, said Sue. That was cheesy.
Bloody hell.
Good to have you back, said Mel. I knew we'd find them shipped.
And in the most unlikely place as well.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at this
In a
Bible
Goose
one.
Game crossover.
Yeah, every movie
Various
thing.
biblical characters. I mean, Noel Fielding is kind of a biblical character, right?
Is he?
Don't even go there.
He's got that air about him.
Well, he looks like he's the... He wanted to be one of the the princes of hell, but he wasn't really edgy enough, and he's more like the second cousin of the princes of hell. And
I was going to say, like, I'm thinking of, like, Noel Fielding as Noel Fielding in The Mighty Boosh.
Yeah,
And,
that and the IT crowd.
yeah. Well,
But
no,
he's not like
yeah,
that on the Bake Off.
he's not. He's just this sort of fluffy bunny of a man who looks a little bit
Yeah,
edgy.
he wears like really bright clothing now
Yeah.
to balance his goth image.
No, he does.
He really
Oh,
does.
yeah, he did.
I'm looking at Google Images.
He started off very goth.
right.
He started off very goth, but then it gradually just went into Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah,
and we're not
maybe the
entirely sure what
producers had
happened.
a quiet word. It's like, this isn't the image that we want to present to our viewers.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I thought it was really nice because you had like mum, dad,
The
auntie,
goth
and then
brother.
like
Yes.
the edgy emo teen in the background.
Oh.
I think he should have run with it and just stayed edgy and sort of like had like an angst corner, like
Yeah, oh, here we go.
put some black icing on these cakes for Satan. That kind of thing.
So here's...
No.
Oh, fucking hell. So yeah, here's a line from this Bible crossover one.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you had to say it, Noel Hiss is giving him a disapproving look. Next you'll be criticising Eve for always using apples in her bakes. Or Noah for always using the meat of exotic animals, even in vegetarian dishes. Or Salome
Whoa.
for inevitably presenting
Oh
you
my
with
God.
something shaped like a head for a
What?
showstopper. Or Moses for using crickets and frogs and freshly sourced blood in his recipes. Or Abraham
Wow.
for trying to cook his son.
Oh shit, we can't read this.
This is
I
nothing
think
but
we can.
not accurate. I mean, it's 300 words long. I've
It's not accurate, but it's blasphemy.
Wouldn't. So talking of goths,
I'm hoping it's
Talking of
Aziraphale and
goths,
Cravelly.
I have here Prince of Darkness, Judge of Pies by Half-Eaten Moon,
hang on a minute.
which contains Paul Hollywood,
What?
Mary Berry, Sue Perkins, Mel Gaidroik. I don't actually know how to pronounce her name. I apologise. Additional text: demon summoning.
Demon summon him.
Okay.
Who summons Morgoth, Judge of Souls? The demon bellowed. I did, only it was an accident, and you seem to have dispatched our baking judge. Mary put a gentle hand on the demon's elbow. Since Paul is indisposed, would you care to judge the remainder of our bakes?
Oh my god.
Mary doesn't give a shit.
This is Morgoth. Morgoth judging the bake-off.
Oh my god, he's already. But it's only. It hasn't. What the fuck? He's killed Paul Hollywood off before it's even begun.
I actually don't think he has.
Yeah, but I like
Jesus
how...
know.
Christ.
Paul is in this still.
Oh, it's...
He's currently
Oh,
indisposed
wait,
because
sorry.
you
Okay,
dispatched
so the
one
fix,
of our judges.
the fix starts
Read what you
before
wrote. Oh.
Paul Hollywood is killed by the summoning of a demon.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Who then kills Paul Hollywood. Or
Yeah,
fucking...
and has to judge the case, to
But-
judge pies.
But fucking hell, Mary Berry, cold-hearted,
Oh.
basically just like, right, you're fucking doing it now.
Well,
Oh well.
gotta be.
I ain't
Yeah.
afraid of no demon.
Oh, well.
You're doing this. You're not ruining my show.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gone and put her hand on his shoulder like,
Yeah,
you're gonna fucking judge with me, mate.
this is your fault it's happened. It's up to you to fix it.
So there's a line here.
She knows who's the hardest person in that room is. It's her.
Yeah, Mary Berry's the hardest person in that room.
Yeah.
Closely followed by Morgoth.
Oh, man.
Not even close.
Yes.
Because Morgoth is going to fucking do as she
So there's a
says.
line
isn't
at the
he?
bottom here that I want to read. So they're talking about judging bakes. You could look at it as judging the souls of the bakers, Sue said helpfully. You don't get to, what do you do when you judge a soul? And Morgoth goes, condemn them to eternal damnation, Morgoth said. Right, well, you don't get to condemn them, but at the end of the day, you get to banish them from the tent, if that helps. Morgoth glowered as he considered it, but finally he shook out his wings, drew himself to his full height, in fact grew until his horns were brushing the bunting in the roof of the tent, and he said, I accept the task.
Brilliant.
Oh, excellent. He's up for the
Yeah,
job.
he's doing Mary Berry's bidding.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
This is the first time
Yeah.
a dude has been summoned and is made to do cake judging and be made their bitch. Ooh, this is a Highlander fic.
Really?
Yes, I've sent a Highlander fic.
This is Cake or Death by The Best at Not Very Nice, which is a Highlander bake-off mashup.
Yeah.
Oh my, the series.
Pastry and immortality, what's not to like? Nick, if I hadn't I may have not told you yet, Highlander is getting a proper remake.
Yes, you have told me.
Mm,
You were so excited.
I was. They've cast Henry Cavill, who I think is a really good choice.
Yeah, I enjoyed Highlander, the first one. It was a good movie. So, is this like a bake-off which has been going on down the centuries? Because, of course, the
I
islands
hope
are
so.
sort of immortal. That would be quite good.
Yeah, instead of sword fights, they have to make a cake.
Yeah.
And whoever makes the worst cake dies, and then there can be only one.
There can be only one. And it's up to Paul Hollywood and Mary Berry to decide who that one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are presumably also immortal.
Excellent.
They're Highlanders
Maybe,
themselves.
maybe not.
So in reality, there can be only 3.
We shall see.
I hope that's what's going on with this.
Yeah, the winner gets to fight to go up against Paul Hollywood and Mary Berry in the
I'm
tent.
not sure it's worth the price.
Brilliant.
Then there can be only one.
There's Pride and Prejudice. Season of Love.
Oh yeah.
Jane Bennett and Charles Bingley are competitors on the Great British Bake Off. Ships include Jane Bennett and Charles Bingley, and Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy.
Alright.
It's kind of going to be like, there they go, they've created the fucking British singularity there.
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely... Almost everything we're seeing is other British things.
Yeah, pretty much.
Really? So, because I keep getting the Avengers,
Okay.
Inception.
With the exception of the Avengers. I've only seen one exception. Inception so far. Inception is almost exclusively British actors, right?
Apart from the big one, which is Leo DiCaprio.
Apart from the big one, yeah.
Is it?
Tom Hardy's in it. Yeah. It's been a while for me.
Stargate Atlantis?
Oh.
No, wrong Atlantis, never mind.
I like Stargate Atlantis.
Oh, do you want me to post that?
Yeah, go on. As long as you don't mind me gushing about Stargate for a bit.
I'll just tell you. It's called The Great Atlantis Bake Off by Mythic
Okay.
for Trailing
have a
Star. And flair with cakes and biscuits is all very well, but will our contenders survive the
Oh,
technical
no.
challenge?
I can see that backfiring.
Hmm.
So, the plot of a lot of Stargate Atlantis episodes, there's a bloke called Rodney who is the main scientist of the Atlantis expedition.
Alright, okay.
Rodney McKay, yeah?
Yeah, Rodney McKay. He always overthinks it.
Right.
Every time.
You
Excellent.
think he'd learn not to?
No, like, the whole time. He'll overdo it and things will just blow up. Oh, they made a poster! Oh, that's brilliant.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Yeah, they've done art for this.
Have you linked it?
Yeah.
Hang on, let's have a look. The Great Atlantis Bake Off, there it is.
This is fantastic. Oh, Rodney's made a Dalek.
Oh, wow. This is your Tower of Biscuits
I don't
entry.
think Daleks were ever blue, but hey, they could be. I'm sure Daleks have been blue.
Yeah, Daleks have been blue.
Yeah, they've been blue.
Contender 4, Ronan. Ronan, you're looking very stirring there, winks at camera. Yeah, what sort of cakes are you making? Jailbreak cake. A jailbreak cake? So what's in it? Knives? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, God.
Nice cardigan. Where'd you get it? On the run.
Fucking brilliant.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Why don't you roll those sleeves up? You don't want to get flour on those biceps. To cameraman, zoom in on the biceps.
Excellent.
oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, this is good.
I need to share you this,
Okay.
and I think I found the one that I'm going to do. But before I share it, you're going to need to put in some creative editing here, Jim.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, but you're going to enjoy it.
No, I'm not.
This is called Having to See a Man About a Cake,
Ah,
and it's by Subito.
okay.
And I'll just read you the summary, just see what you think of this. Paul is a private eye with a sticky past, and Mary has a case for him. It's not any old case, it's the case that will forever be burnt into Paul's and our minds as Bingate. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Great British Bake Off fic written in the trappings of film noir.
Oh. Oh my.
And it's about, I think there was like a big thing where one of the contestants like accidentally threw their cake in the bin or something like that. And it was like a big fucking disaster and everybody was like, oh my god. And that was Bingate. But, yeah, here it is.
Yeah, if you read this one, I'm gonna find some film noir sound effects and
You just need the slow jazz.
get some
Slow
slow
jazz.
jazz
And
like you're gonna have to practice sounding like a depressed detective from the 50s.
that's fine.
I can do that.
You know what? I think it's funnier. if
Yes.
Okay, Grace, you can do that. And then I'm assuming there's a dame in here with legs that go
Yeah,
all
it's
the
Mary,
way up.
it's Mary
who's-
Berry.
They know it. Okay, Nick, you can voice Mary Berry. Fantastic.
Honestly, this looks absolutely brilliant and it's written properly as well, you know. It's like, I mean, here's just the first paragraph. It was the hottest day of the year and my shirt was clean to me like the stench of burnt bread. There was no... would it work better with a Brooklyn accent?
No, we don't need to offend the city of Brooklyn.
No. There was no mercy to be had from the heavy air, packed with enough particles of flour to make it burst to light with the smallest spark. I sensed the ghost of it then and there, the damning dawn of a case I should never have taken. That's just the first line. This is... Yeah,
Yeah.
this is incredible. This is
Okay.
absolutely incredible, this. I want to read this.
That's probably going in.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
read all of this. I'm...
I'd quite like Grace to read it, to be fair, but
Yeah, I know, but like...
we'll see.
I probably can't do
Okay,
much
Nick,
better.
you
I'll
should-
Yeah,
tell you the
I'm
joke,
fucking...
But
But I would like to voice
Oh,
Mary
it's
Berry.
so
'cause I
funny.
think that
That's
would be
fine.
funny.
You can do that.
Perfect. Okay, Grace, what have you got here?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
yeah, I just saw Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was like, oh,
So this is
those two like Buffy. I'll just put it up.
Buffy's good.
This
This is A Quirk of Perkins by Quinara.
Wasn't expecting to see it,
Yeah.
but this is one of the really.
Buffy has made it to the final of the
But here's the
Bake
thing:
Off.
this is a really early one because it was made in 2012.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, and then like go under it, the one up below it was made in 2011, and I think that's actually the oldest
The Bake
one.
Off started in 2010.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
That makes me feel old.
Wow.
they were very early on the Bake Off train.
Yeah, they
that
were.
makes me feel really, really old. That.
And they chose Buffy.
Yeah,
When did Buffy end?
mid 2000s.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know why. Hang on.
Blimey.
Last episode.
Yeah,
2003.
Yeah, 2003. Wow.
Quinara, well done.
Yeah, I mean, for still thinking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer in 2012.
Apparently,
Buffy's
this is
still
part
popular.
7 of a long distance to London fic, which I assume is again to do with Buffy.
Probably.
Probably. Right.
I did find a Big Bang Theory one, but we don't want to read about that, do we?
No, we don't.
That's fine. I understand completely.
So one thing I'm noticing is if I search just the tag Paul Hollywood, he is going into things that don't include the Great British Bake Off RFP.
Oh, really?
He is going to other fandoms and just showing up
Ah, okay.
because he's sneaky like that.
What's he doing when he gets there?
Well, in this one, which is Layer Cakes by Little Miss Maggie, He is the cooking teacher for the members of One Direction,
Oh, right, okay.
I think.
One Direction band.
No, he's not. It's an AU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Harry's a nanny. Zane's a secondary school art teacher. Niall,
I think it's Niall.
Niall works in a music shop.
All right, okay.
All three are finalists on the Great British Bake Off.
Ah, I see.
It contains cuddling and too much fluff.
Too much fluff and lots of cake.
Lots of cake.
It does stagger me how many fics we sort of come across written about One Direction.
I'm not sure it does for me.
Yeah, they're not.
I can't say I'm surprised.
They're not as prevalent as BTS.
Oh no, they're not.
They're still, they're still out there.
I mean, that's kind of the age group that writes fanfiction.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Especially on this site.
I think a lot of it was written when they were more popular.
There's another One Direction one here called Showstopper by Stern and Welt, in which Harry is the most perfect housewife and tries to win Bake Off.
Oh dear.
Oh, this has to be mentioned just because of the title.
Yeah.
We have here The Great British Come Off, which is a David Tennant RFP by Secret Side Account.
Oh no.
David Tennant receives an invitation letter to the GBCO.
Ah.
Crack porn ensues. Yeah.
God.
So one thing I happen to know, there is a porn parody of the Bake Off.
The Great British Bonk Off.
It's the Great British Bonk Off. Yeah. And tiny bit of criticism for Secret Side Account. Great British Bonk Off is a way better name than Great British Come Off.
Yeah.
Like, it fits the acronym the same way. Were it me, I would have used that.
Yeah, well, we haven't really got into the fic yet, have we? Maybe it's literally just to do with...
Maybe it's more about nutting than...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit early for
that's
you
true.
to fucking rib it. There might be no bonking, and maybe they didn't know what bonking
That's
is
a good
because
point.
that's a
My
very
apologies.
British term.
My bad.
It's,
yeah, back off, James.
I
Jesus
will
Christ.
just say, I found another film noir fic.
What?
How are you doing this? Why are you a Trek?
You're writing them, aren't you?
I'm not writing them. I've just come across this. It's called The Malteser Falcon, and the summary
that's
is...
a brilliant name.
Yeah, it's in the summary. It's
Oh,
please
God.
let me read it, please.
Go for it.
Oh my god.
In this town, pie was money. And Mary Berry's pies were the best.
Yeah, so we have two similar lengths fics about the Bake Off done in a film noir style. I'm here for this. I'm fucking here for this.
And in both of them, Mary Berry seems to be the dangerous broad whose legs go all the way up and is... I knew she was trouble the moment she walked in.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we've all heard about her legendary fight with Betty
That's
Crocker.
true.
And we know who
So
walked
this one
away.
is from Sue Perkins' perspective.
It is, yeah.
Oh, Mel is the leggy redhead.
Yeah, and Sue Perkins is the hard-nosed private eye who's seen it all.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, this is... Yeah.
Mel, the leggy redhead. At least I assume she has legs. I've never seen them. They're always under the desk, with a snappy response for every quip and a passion for shortbread bickies. I keep her supplied with the good stuff, and she keeps her mouth shut about my cases, because it's full of shortbread.
I'm wondering whether
These are
these two... Oh, in fact,
Excellent.
hang on, they might be related.
The
because I think
Bickies?
they're part of the same collection.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
Tide
Yeah.
2014.
And, well...
Was the theme just film noir, but Bake Off?
No, there's all sorts. There's one here for Brooklyn Nine-Nine, True Detective, The 100, Snowpiercer. It's not just Bake Off.
Yeah.
But it's not just film noir either, I don't think.
Okay.
What have I got? I've got British politics here.
Oh no.
What era?
Theresa May / Philip May, David Cameron / Nick Clegg.
Oh, okay. Is there lots of...
It doesn't surprise me that there's David Cameron, Nick Clegg, fics out there.
Yeah, exactly. Not with the wives, with each other.
There are 54 David Cameron, Nick Clegg.
That's more than I was expecting, actually.
What surprises me the most is most of them are G and T.
I don't, because gin and tonic is very
It is.
popular, and like it's the Bake Off. You don't
No,
expect
David
much
Cameron and Nick
sexual
Clegg.
bullshit.
Not Bake Off
Oh.
related.
All right.
I've seen two with marked under E for explicit. And, yeah, David Cameron, Nick Clegg, and Angst.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that
Fucking
doesn't surprise
angst.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of angst.
Oh, there's a reference, one of my favourite memes.
Oh, go on.
This fic is called She Ate My Buttery Biscuit Base by an Honor Moose.
Oh, is fucking Cassette Boy. Yes.
Yep. Though that was MasterChef, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Ah.
But still Cassette Boy. My God,
Yeah, it's a Melon Sue fic.
I've got a rabbit hole to go down after this show.
I'm sure you do. No one likes a dry cake, Mel replied. It's much better moist.
More innuendo.
I'm a big fan of moist cakes. They always taste great. But making it too wet is just messy. You have to be careful with these things.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I got reminded of the buttery biscuit base.
Yeah, now you're going to go and listen to that.
Hang on. There's a Legacy of Kane fic.
What's Legacy of Kane?
It's an early 2000s PS2 series of games. I think it started on the PS1.
Legacy of Kane.
About vampires.
Oh, right, okay.
And it's them having the bake-off.
That's weirdly
It's so
specific.
left field. I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it exists, though.
Yeah, that is really, really specific, but there it is, I guess.
Yeah, Kane is a vampire, and, like, other shit happens.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I played them.
I just sort of remember them existing. I didn't actually get to play them anyway.
It's something I'll have to look into again. Grace, how are you feeling?
I found a Pokemon one.
Oh, tell us then.
I haven't read it yet. I just saw Pokemon as the crossover.
Do they... Wait, Galar is the region
Yeah,
that's
yes.
right?
So yeah, Galar is the latest one for Sword and Shield,
Okay.
and it's
So this fic is called The Great Galar Bake Off by Monster Mints.
like knockoff UK.
My fear is I hope they don't do any meat dishes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hope it's all going to be cakes. It's going to be awkward, isn't it? But here's the thing: in the game, you can get sausages.
That's not okay.
And you can get bone curry, and you're just like, which Pokemon did they? But here's the thing: what attracted me to it is that it says the ball guy mascot and one of the Pokemon are contestants. So you've got humans making it, but you've also got this electric poisonous frog making a cake as well.
Of course.
That's a bad
Yeah,
idea.
apparently their reputation like went down the shit after like the evil guy in it tried to essentially use like knockoff nuclear
Spoilers for Pokemon.
power station. Shut up.
I haven't played it yet.
Really? It's been out ages.
I know, but I
years.
can't justify spending 40 quid on it, which it still is.
Yeah.
I didn't realise you were a fan. I'm sorry.
Well,
Nick, it's worth playing this one because I watched Grace play some of it.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a town that's just Hull.
oh yeah, like,
Yeah, like the names are great.
full disclosure, one of the first games console I had was a Game Boy Color. And one of the first games I had
Alright.
was Pokemon Yellow, and I just found it amazing. It blew my tiny mind. But I haven't played any others since Gold, I think.
Oh. Gold is when the series
Oh,
peaked.
right.
Yeah,
In my
that's it.
opinion.
And I ended up getting a PS2, and then I found the delights of like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that.
Ah.
But I want to go back now. I'd like to look for a Game Boy Color or like an emulator, and
So-
sort of go back to it.
Pokemon Sword and Shield does have trains in.
Oh yes!
So, let's see what this fic's about.
Yes.
Yeah,
I see that Kabu is involved.
bake off, but make it pokey.
Raihan can't bake, and he knows he's even more screwed when he finds out that Kabu is one of the judges. Kind of hard to get that a stern fire gym leaders fall madly for him when he keeps messing things up on national TV, or so he thinks. Alright.
Yeah.
I think Raihan is the dragon gym leader and Kabu is the fire gym
Okay.
leader.
Hmm.
My only interest now seeing that Kabu is in this is knowing that Kabu has a centre Scotch.
Hey!
And my favourite Pokemon might make an appearance.
We can only
Might.
hope.
We can only
Well,
hope.
you'll have to have a look and find out for sure.
Maybe that's what's in the sausages.
I'll have. No, he's an insect. They'd never do that. That's
Yeah,
rude.
people eat insects
They
voluntarily as well.
Shush. Don't do this to me.
So what have we learned today?
A lot of people appreciate Paul Hollywood, especially Loki.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we've learned that. We've learned that film noir is a popular genre to see Paul Hollywood and Mary Berry et al.
You
in.
found two, and you're like, oh, it's popular. It's definitely popular.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. It is unusual
Yeah.
there too, but I'm assuming they collaborated.
I want it to be popular.
Aw.
More fandoms need to be in a
Okay.
film noir setting.
Maybe we'll do a film.
Have you
noir
ever
episode.
seen Sin
Oh,
City?
yes. No.
Fuck
Oddly
me.
enough, no.
Like, that's
Yeah.
cringe film noir. I think you'd like it. Kill him, Vinny. Kill him again.
Excellent. That sounds like my kind of thing.
uh,
Does it have the monologues in the
Okay.
beginning?
it's in black and white with random bits of colour. And yes, they do have the, oh yeah, she was a lesbian, but she could have any man she wanted and shit like that.
Oh,
It's just, like,
yeah.
pairs
that-
up with this
Oh,
woman
dear.
cop, and it's just like,
Yeah,
has her
that'd
arm
be
cut
excellent.
off.
Yeah.
She's crying, and then 10 minutes later, she's fine.
Oh, man. As long as it's got the monologues in it.
Yeah, it don't worry, it does. There's loads of it.
That's fine. You could just start monologuing your life.
I already do that internally.
Oh,
I should have
Yeah.
known.
It's
Okay,
midday and
well,
I'm
I
on my
found
third cup
the
of
one-
coffee and my supplier still hasn't turned up yet.
I'm burning
Christ.
matchsticks just and let them reach my fingers just so I can feel something. Shamelessly ripped off it into the Spider-Verse.
I thought as much. Nick, you should watch Into the Spider-Verse if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
film
because
noir.
they have Spider Noir in it, and guess who voices him? Nick Cage.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I am up for this. You know how I feel about Nick
I
Cage.
think it's still on Netflix.
Yeah.
It was last
I
time.
think I'm going to
looked.
have to have a look at that. You know how I feel about Nick Cage.
It's very funny.
It's very
Yeah.
good, and not just because of film noir Nick Cage, but that was a very good reason
Yeah.
to enjoy it.
It does sound amazing.
So-
I'd be up for that.
I found the fic I'm gonna read. I'm gonna surprise you guys
Okay,
next
no.
Okay.
time by talking about it. But I just saw it pop up and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that screams
Yeah.
me. So there's your cliffhanger. Join us next time when we go home and read some fics. I think it's very obvious what Grace and Nick are gonna read
Yes.
because they're very hyped about those. Thanks for listening. You know where to find us. We've said it many times on emails and such. In the show notes.
Yeah, send us some mail. We like it.
Send us some mail. MAIL. We get enough of the
I
other
forgot
kind.
about that.
No, we don't. We don't get anything.
Don't send us any more mail, please.
Implying that we've got like a mailbox full of mail at the minute.
We have the mailbox, then we have the mail
Just
box.
endless dick pics.
Right.
Yep.
Why have I not seen this box?
I was trying to shelter you from it.
That's probably a good thing. Right.
Okay, that'll do for today. Good night.
Good night.
And I'm gonna stop recording.